Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praise to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakar Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone that rule well. Salutations to the hopeful elect, pushing this word in sincerity and truth on the four corners of the earth. All right, and I seen this article on RT News. All right, it says loss of trust in U.S. leaders. Marine punished for Afghan pullout criticism, resigns effective 9/11, and calls for a revolution. All right. Now, we know that the scriptures say if Satan's kingdom be divided against itself, how can it stand? All right, you're seeing that. All right. Now, the military or the fighting force, the soldiers of America, all right, whether it be Air Force, Army, Marines, whatever have you, they're now speaking out. And when I say now, this is just the most recent occurrence. All right, it's been happening. All right, but they're speaking out against their leadership. All right, but I'm going to start an article. It says a U.S. Marine who was relieved of duty over a viral video blasting the poorly managed exit from Afghanistan has quit the service, saying he's lost all trust in American leaders while demanding accountability for their failures. If Satan's kingdom be divided against itself, how can it stand? These is the soldiers, the foot soldiers, if you will, that go to these other countries and do whatever their leadership says, and now they're speaking out. All right. It says the controversial soldier, Lieutenant Colonel, I believe that's Stuart Scheller, took to his Facebook account on Tuesday to announce his plans to leave the Marine Corps, sharing a photo of his resignation letter, which requests a termination date of September 11th. He captioned the post with a message addressed to the American leadership, which concludes with what verges on a call for revolution. All right, even the second edges. All right, there should be sedition amongst men. All right, and these is the American soldiers. They see that America is full of you know what. All right, the scriptures is speaking, man. Satan kingdom be divided against itself. How can it stand? These are the so-called warriors of America. They know that the leadership of America ain't nothing. But you got the people being controlled by the media, all right, which, gets them into a certain form of patriotism. But the people that, patriotism is just, I guess pride for your country and pride for those who are fighting for your country. But now the people that's fighting for your country speaking out against your country. So, what y'all gonna do now? Because that's a big thing. The soldiers that say, we fighting for freedom. I fought for your freedom. You see an old Vietnam vet, I fought for your freedom. But the current soldiers, the modern day soldiers, they know that America is full of shit, man. All right. It says, we the people submit our resignation with a requested date of September 11, 2021. Reason, loss of trust and confidence, Scheller wrote, echoing the wording of his letter. All right. A loss of confidence in what? The American system. Even your frontline soldiers is turning on you, Esau. They turning on you. Because being in the military, all right, back in the day used to be an honorable thing. Like, I fought for the freedom of the country. Now the soldier, and this is a lieutenant, all right, for those who know how the ranks go. This is, a guy that's been doing some years. All right. Barring him, for those who know about the military, going to college and, whether it be ROTC in high school or going to college, But to be a lieutenant from the ground up, which I'm not sure if he is, but being a lieutenant from the ground up takes some time. And, this guy, He's a lieutenant colonel. So he been in there a minute. When things boil over, it just don't boil over at a point. You been seeing some bullshit. You just now speaking on it. All right. Says the Marine first gained recognition last Thursday after posting a Facebook video shredding U.S. military and political leaders for their handling of the withdrawal from Afghanistan, saying nobody had taken responsibility for a string of errors. I have been fighting for 17 years. See, there you go. He's been in for a minute. I have been fighting for 17 years. I am willing to throw it all away to say to my senior leaders, I demand accountability, he said in the clip, which quickly went viral across several social media platforms. It says, less than 24 hours after the video went live, however, Scheller announced in another Facebook post that he had been relieved of duty based on lack of trust and confidence from his superiors. While he did not criticize the decisions, Scheller remained adamant in urging accountability, calling on other Marines to step up and join him. They only have the power because we allow it. What if we all demanded accountability? That's the sedition amongst men. Your own military is turning against you, man. They calling for you to be held accountable. Now this guy is talking about, the withdrawal from Afghanistan, all right? But even so, your own military is turning against you, man. That's crazy. Military members are usually brainwashed suckers. And all the ones who not either leave early or get kicked out. This guy been in for 17 years, so he supposed to be a brainwashed sucker. Says before formally announcing his resignation, Scheller stirred further controversy with another video filmed, he says, from an abandoned school bus in eastern North Carolina, entitled Your Move. You have no idea what I'm capable of doing, he says in the video, in which he also discusses his exposure to toxic burn pits during his deployment in Ramadi, Iraq. He later adds, addressing fellow service members, follow me, and we will bring the whole fucking system down. This is sedition amongst men. Your own military wants you out of power. It wants you out of here, man. They tired of your BS. All right. It says the next day, Scheller said he was ordered to undergo a mental health screening because, of course, they're going to try to make you seem like you crazy when you're going against the system. Suggesting his recent criticisms were being attributed to a post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD. So they just, you know how they do in the media. They just try to put something on them. So, the unlearned as it pertains to media tactics will just dismiss what he's saying. It says, first, excusing the actions of service members because of PTSD does more damage to service members than any trauma in combat, he said. I have been in very traumatic combat situations, but because of that, I am stronger. It says, despite tendering his resignation, Scheller has continued his battle with military leadership from his perch on social media, addressing Marine Commandant General David Berger in a confrontational post on Tuesday evening, which says, I understand you want to court-martial me. And a court-martial, for those who don't know, is when you get charges in the military and they basically get ready to kick you out or put you in jail. All right, it says, your entire staff has already told me. All the captains you spoke to today already texted me, he wrote, adding, your problem right now is that I am moving faster than you. I am outmaneuvering you. All right, that's a sedition amongst men. All right. Now, once again, like the scripture says, if Satan's kingdom be divided against itself, how can it stand? This is big. You know, this is the military, all right, bucking up at the leadership, bucking up at the government of America, man. They saying y'all bad leaders, y'all doing this down the third wrong. All right, this place is finished, man. Even the quote unquote pride of being a I'm trying to say a military member, service member, veteran, that's going out the window. The brainwashing of the soldiers is even going out the window because they hip to Esau's BS, man. All right, but I ain't gonna hold you. You know, I just wanted to make that quick video. I hope it was edifying. With that, I'm gonna say shalom.